call Bril.
This nigga is the best.
You know the difference between being 18 and a 30? A 12!
Talk to me.
I'm talking to you.
Talk to me.
Brains in a leak. 30's right around the corner. All we need is a peek. Now my goons got every exit covered. I thought my setups were weak.
Bruv, it's your boy Dr. Bril. Battle Rappers Live. Look at the hoodie, fam. Just look at this. Beautiful. Battle Rappers Live. Bril shit. Here to do a recap today. Graduation battle. Shout out to I Battle. Shout out to Lex. This was crazy. Listen. These two teenagers were crazy. Shout out to Noxx and Jay R. I had to just do a recap on this battle because this battle was crazy. Basically, I said it 2 times now. Let's get into it. Battle Rappers Live. Jay R versus Noxx. I Battle. This is the Bril recap. First round Jay R. This is the first time I ever seen a Jay R battle. I've watched Noxx. I know about Noxx. Shout out to Noxx. Bril shit. This is the first time I've seen Jay R battle though, so I didn't know what to expect from him. The guy's like a vet. He raps like a vet. He raps like a vet. I can't believe he's new. So he goes first. So he starts off the Call of Duty bars. Listen, there's a lot of bars, but I'm not catching all of them. I'm gonna just some of the best ones are still there for me. So let me know in the comments ones I missed. So JR goes first. Starts with the Call of Duty bars. Can't put myself in the map if I don't shoot my shot. This guy can work a crowd. He's got amazing demeanor, man. He's, as I said, he's like amazing demeanor, calmness. He can raise his voice at the right times, at the right moments, mix it up, jokes and aggression. Let me get into this. Very good round from flipping JR. He had a lot. He had the the bar if the transportation in time, if you hop out in a different fashion. Hardest bar for me in the round. The difference, obviously they're both 18. The difference of being 30 and 18 at 12. He performed the bar. Listen, if JR did not perform this bar, it wouldn't have fit as much, but he delivered it so sharp, straight to the point. Easy. What's the difference of being 30 and 18 at hard round from Jay. He had everything. He had jokes, he had haymakers, the crowd were going crazy. He was mixing it up. I was like, how is Noxx gonna respond to this? Noxx goes up. He's first now. One thing I want to say about Noxx, bro, you got great defense, fam. Great defense. Defensive player of the year. During the whole round, he was calm. I respect battlers that can hold it down while their opponent is spitting fire. Like, how do you hold it down? As a vet move, and Noxx is new to this in a sense. So that's just one thing I want to pick up from Noxx. Great defense, calm, but the guy wows out. He's got so many bars. Oh my god. Holding Jay tongue, he was stabbing twice. Holding Jay tongue like a retro 6. I gave a girl the DJ. Now watch the tables turn. Noxx's aggression and energy is just through the roof. He reminds me of Mike P and Tay Rock. If they had a baby, it would be Noxx. Mike P and Tay Rock equals Noxx. It rhymes. Aggression, energy, amazing. I'm gonna leave this little white dude slumped. Had the crowd going crazy. That's one of his things he says. I'm gonna leave this white little dude slumped. Whole crowd was saying it. The titties on Ratchet. Jay the Fire. What do you know about that shit? Boy, you're too young for that. Titties on Ratchet, Jay the Fire, but what? Crowd went crazy for it. Great round from Noxx. At the end of this recap, I'm gonna say who I think won the battle. I'm not gonna give my verdict just now. Great round. Let's get into the second now. JR, how's he gonna respond? He starts clowning on Noxx. His style, quoting things Noxx has said that have been questionable. Love it. So it's a bit more calm this start from JR. The knife go off. Noxx has said the knife go off. This is some really spray the mache shit. The knife go off. Marry choppers, so he impersonate him. He had the Harry Potter bar dart feud at the end of the stick. Hard. He said, "I'm white boy crazy. If they say you won this, don't come to school tomorrow." They gotta ban they gotta tighten up the gun laws in the US, fam. To be honest, this was his lightest round at the 3 from JR. This was the lightest round. The impersonating shit, it was funny, it was cool, it was hitting as well, it was hard, but on the whole, it wasn't as tough as his first, in my opinion, but it was a dope round. Noxx goes up on his second now, and he's out the gate banging Noxx. He's out the gate, picks up the same energy where he left off at the bottom of his first. Yeah, the crazy grandma got old back. Knock off J bar, I didn't hit, but the shoplifter bar hit straight after that. Go check that out. Damn. He's talking about gun butting JR twice. So he said the second gun butt. I think Trump election or re-election. Not this again. I'll knock this again. The second. There's layers to that bar. Layers. And he makes a reference to JR's mum having drinking problems. So that's how he ended a round. Hard round from Noxx as well. This round's a bit harder in my opinion. Let's get into the third now. JR picks up. So Noxx ended the round talking about the mum, the joke, the drinking problems, and that's where JR responds straight out the gate in the third. Again, man, he's moving like a vet. That's some vet moves out there. He had the rebuttal, didn't quite hit for me. Pouring out of 40 shows, I'm not as different as my mum. But it's good he tried it and it shows he can do it. It's something he's trying to add to the rebuttals. Referencing Noxx taking substances crossed the line with substance, but I knew you had it in you. Double meaning. I knew you had it in you, crossing the line with substance, talking about his rapping material and also his. I didn't know Noxx was in Cave Gang. I wasn't aware of that. Noxx is in Cave Gang. So Jay uses this, all these stories about you pushing rock. When will rock start pushing you? Talking about Tay-Rock pushing rock. Drug bars. This was hard from JR. The kids drawing on asphalt when he was growing up. Now they're leaving chalk on the streets. That was crazy. It felt like he lost a little bit of gas at the end of the third. Noxx goes up in his third. Noxx goes off again. How am I supposed to make my point sink in when he sink down? The old knife coda. He had a whole flow that he flowed all of that. This was slept on this bar. He said anything with an accent gonna leave Jay with a line on top. Nobody called that Jose, you know what I'm saying? He starts talking. Noxx actually starts talking at Jay. So he's just not about back-to-back punches. Noxx, big fan of Noxx, man. When is he gonna blow? So he starts talking at Jay, how trash he is, his aggression style. Now let me just say this before. Jay made a reference about Noxx's setups being weak. I can't remember the bar exactly, but it was mentioned. I think it was the first or the second, okay? I'm not sure. Noxx, let me know in the comments or hit me up on Insta if this was a rebuttal or was it pre-written. But okay, the weak setups. He said, all we need is a peak. Now my goons got every exit covered. I thought my setups were weak. Hardest line of the battle. Bro shit. Hardest line of the battle, in my opinion, Dr. Bril. Now my goons got every exit covered. I thought my setups were weak. My God. Crazy battle. I wish I had more time to do a bar for bar breakdown. There's just an overall recap. Insane battle. These two are both 18. JR Noxx 18. No slips, no chokes. Got through the material, the aggression was there, no one was fighting. Battle rap. Shout out to you two, man. What the fuck? 18! Who won the battle? I gave it to Noxx 2-1. I gave it to Noxx. I read the comments. A lot of people saying JR 30. I don't know how they're giving that. A lot of people are saying JR 1-2-1. I can understand that. Noxx, it was a bit split in the comments. I gave it to Noxx 2-1. I thought the second was even. I gave Noxx the first and the third. Jay possibly got the second. There's a lot of bars got missed, but this is a great battle. Shout out to Lex, shout out to iBattle. I love iBattle. And most important, shout out to Noxx and JR. This battle needs more. How has it got under 2K views in a week? How? But yeah, shout out to you. Battle Rappers Live. Follow us on Twitter, Bril, bloggers, Instagram, Battle Rappers Live. Subscribe to the channel. Click subscribe if you subscribe. Now a lot of shit coming. Shout out to iBattle. Bril shit, that was a Bril recap. Fire battle. But yeah, new Bril's coming soon. Follow the movement. You know we keep it moving. Bril shit.
A lot more things in general. Like I said, we working. You feel me? So Battle Rappers Live, Bril shit. Subscribe to the YouTube, man. Follow the Twitter, man. Thanks for your love, guys. Yo, keep it Bril.